I call it the house of cards, though, because if someone retired unexpectedly or some other major disruption happened, it pulled apart the whole plan. Jason LeDuc, back with you here, helping you become the kind of boss you always wish you had when you were starting out. Hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss any of our great tips on how to be a great leader and build an amazing team around you. Most leaders think their succession plan is rock solid until it falls apart when they need it most. Today, we're diving into why most succession plans fail and, more importantly, how you can fix yours before it's too late. Succession planning is often overlooked or rushed, and when key leaders leave, the organization scrambles to fill the gap. By the end of this video, you'll understand the biggest pitfalls in succession planning and walk away with some actionable strategies to avoid them. Despite knowing how critical leadership transitions are, many companies fail to develop an effective succession plan. In fact, according to research, 86% of leaders think leadership succession planning is urgent, but only 14% feel like they do it well. Without a proper plan in place, companies risk operational disruption, loss of institutional knowledge, and low employee morale when leaders leave. Reason number one many succession plans fail is because they focus only on short-term needs and lack long-term vision. Companies plan for who will replace today's leaders without thinking about what the organization will look like in 5 or 10 years and where those people need to fit into higher roles as the years go by. This was something I saw the Air Force actually did very well while I was on active duty. The personnel folks were always planning a few moves ahead for the senior leadership, and it worked really great for the most part. I call it the house of cards, though, because if someone retired unexpectedly or some other major disruption happened, it pulled apart the whole plan. Another common mistake is planning for specific roles rather than developing the right people. Organizations often make the plan about filling vacancies, but they don't focus on developing leadership potential. Imagine having a perfect candidate on paper, but they're not a good cultural fit or lack emotional intelligence. Reason number 3 succession planning fails is when there's no talent pipeline in place. You can't just decide to promote someone last minute. It takes years to groom future leaders. I've seen companies with no one ready to step into a critical role because they haven't invested developing internal talent. These 2 reasons show why we always need to be investing in leadership development with everyone on our team. Reason number 4 succession planning fails is when it's a closed process led by only a few executives and doesn't include all the right stakeholders. Effective succession planning involves input from across the organization, HR, current leadership, even the potential successors themselves. Finally, many succession plans lack a formal evaluation process. There's no clear system for measuring a leader's potential readiness for roles they can fill in the future. So now you're asking, how can we avoid making the same mistakes with our succession plan? First, start by aligning your succession plan with your organization's long-term goals. This means planning for the leaders you'll need in the future, not just replacing current leaders. Also, work with senior leadership to identify what the company will need in the next 5 years and align your succession plan with that vision. It's even better if you can plan out 10 years. Next, shift your focus from filling roles to leadership development. Make leadership development a core part of your organization's culture. Implement leadership development programs that focus on critical thinking, emotional intelligence, decision-making, and team building. Third, invest in building a talent pipeline early. Start identifying potential leaders at all levels and give them opportunities to develop through stretch assignments and mentorship programs. Create formal programs where employees can take on more responsibility before they're ready to step into leadership roles. Also, make sure your succession planning process involves inputs from HR, current leaders, and potential successors. A collaborative approach ensures the plan fits the organization's needs. Schedule regular succession planning meetings with diverse stakeholders from across the organization. Finally, establish a formal system for evaluating the readiness of potential successors. This includes regular assessments, performance reviews, and feedback from mentors, and use a leadership competency model to evaluate potential leaders' strengths and areas for improvement. So to recap, Most succession plans fail because they don't plan for the long term. They focus on individual roles instead of people, there's no talent pipeline, and they don't involve the right stakeholders. If you're ready to start building a more effective succession plan, hit subscribe for more actionable leadership advice and drop a comment below with your biggest succession planning challenge. Make sure you like the video and share it with someone who can use it. And if you want to dive deeper into your own leadership journey, check out our upcoming online program that will let you take control of your own leadership development in just 16 lessons. You can get access by checking out our website. Okay, get out there and do great things today. Keep watching, keep developing your leader's mindset. Onward and upward.